Hey everybody, it's Wednesday, March 13th, 2024. Over here up in a tree a little ways, trying not to spook the wild turkeys. We've had this male and 4 females. It looks like there's only 3 right now hanging out, and they've been eating the corn, the deer feeder over there. But this is the closest they've really gotten to the barn, which still isn't very close because I'm having to zoom in with my iPhone quite a bit. But they've been hanging out here for the last 3 or 4 weeks. You can see the male all puffed up, the females in the background. It's just your very iconic Thanksgiving turkey looking turkey. He's pretty cool. Jumping ahead a couple days, it's Saturday, March 16th. Tomorrow's St. Patty's Day. Came here by Rudy's just to show you guys what Emily and Rudy did with the snowman. Emily painted the hat, and then with some horseshoes they made some 4-leaf clovers. Emily said that his scarf's a little bit off, but either way, snowman looks awesome. And happy St. Patty's Day. Now back here at Deer Run Farm, we've got a couple Canada geese that showed up. Every now and then these guys, I don't know if it's the same two, who knows. But either way, these 2 have been showing up in the last couple days, and they'll leave for a day, and 2 new ones show up. They're kind of noisy, but they're cool to look at as long as there's not a bunch of them. The turkeys have still been around, but today I think is also the start of spring gobbler season, I think is what everybody said, and it was in the paper. We don't hunt, so hopefully our guys will be all right. But the Canada geese and the turkeys are getting along all right. They were over there at the deer feeder earlier, eating together. So sorry about the swing there. Coming in here to the barn, I picked up the shiplap, so the shiplap is here. Emily got some paint, so she's gonna do the white paint on shiplap. Found a good price for this stuff in Quitman, but I had to drive to Quitman, Georgia to get that. You guys saw the St. Patty's Day snowman. You can see, spoiler alert, the Easter eggs made out of propane tanks over there. And then what I wanted to show you is the progress up here in Emily's loft. So try and give you an update. It's kind of been slow going because I had to wait on the drywall to be done on Friday, but you saw Emily and her dad painting this. Got the lights wired up so they work. Closet light works. Closet turned out really good with the drywall. So I've been putting switch covers on here. Sorry about the swing. Had to cut an access because I did goof up. And I wanted an access here anyways for when we blow insulation in here. But had to cut my access a little bit early because up here in the ceiling, I put a light fixture box up there, not a ceiling fan fixture box. So I had to crawl up there, remove it. So it obviously held me. So anyways, got that switched out. Got the insulation on this wall. So this will be the first wall we shiplap, and then we can start working on the mini split unit. We can also shiplap this and get the doors hung. That way they're out of the way from downstairs. Emily's dad's going to come up and help me do the shiplap on the front of her office. Again, I'm going to get a scissor lift, but he's going to help me, and then we'll probably also work on those built-in bookcases. But other than that, things are going really good. I've also taken another side project because we had some friends, John and Jenny, that showed up with their RV. And we really didn't have a good place for them to plug in. So let's go look at that. All right, over here at the back side of the barn. When John and Jenny got here, like I was saying, we had 3 30-amp outlets, but one was for a plasma cutter. One was actually 50-amp, but it was for a welding plug that was for Emily's plasma cutter. And then we had the NEMA 32 or 40, well, I don't know, but it was for the Tesla when we had the Tesla. But either way, none of those plugs worked. So we did get them plugged into 110 over on the front, got them hooked up to the water, and they were good to go. Thinking about this while they were here, we need a place because we do have friends that do have RVs show up from time to time. So we've already got water here, and our access to the breaker panels back here, which I've got to get in there again to run power over here to the mini split unit. So I figured if I'm already in there, I might as well go ahead and run the wires to do 30 and 50 amp over here in case we have friends that show up with an RV. Which I'm sure is bound to happen again, which will be great. Whether it's John and Jenny, our friends Chris and Mary thought about coming down, so we'll see what happens. But either way, having another place to hook up will be good. And then we've already got this gravel here that we can smooth out. That way nobody's walking on dirt, getting in and out of their RV. So I think this is going to work out great. But this has been my little mini project while Emily's been at bee college. Yes, she's going to a seminar about beekeeping in Gainesville, and she's been gone for a day and a half, 2 days. She comes back tomorrow. But either way, rambling. This is where I'm going to bury the cable. Heads up to those of you that are planning on doing any of this. Wire is not cheap. This spool of 50-foot, 6'3" wire was 240 bucks. That runs the 50 amp. This was 10-3 wire, and this was for 50 feet 120 bucks. And then you got to get your dedicated boxes to plug stuff in that are weatherproof. Those are about 60 bucks a piece. And then you've got the 6x6 posts. Got concrete and all that stuff. So it's about $600-700 bucks to do it yourself. And I'll get my buddy Henry over here to help me out. He helped me with Emily's attic. He's got to come over to help me out anyway, so it'll be good to take advantage of that knowledge and learn a little bit. But having these outlets out here, like I keep saying, will be great for future. We are starting to mow grass. So I mowed grass a little bit yesterday, but it was still a little wet. So I did get this thing almost stuck. I need to still talk about that, maybe do a review, see if I can get some more likes, some more subscriptions, who knows. But other than that, we determined this guy's dead. It's a nice little segue there. But other than that, we've been busy out here at Deer Run Farm.